What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Quant here, and as we can see, it's looking very, very bullish indeed. We've obviously got some lines that we've drawn on the chart here. Obviously it's only just lines, but you can see how well these kinds of areas have been respected so far. We've obviously got this big macro channel, which we outlined quite literally months ago now. Obviously, as the market was dumping down in May, Quant was just starting to rally. You can see clearly in an uptrend here. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Massive, massive uptrend. We actually got so bullish that we broke out the top of the channel of the uptrend. Very bullish indeed. Consolidated in and around that level for a while. We have that full break to the upside where we came all the way up to around $430, which is a massive, massive price target, isn't it? And then since then, obviously, we did have some bearish divergences where we did need to come down and test support. And where did we find support? We come down to the previous resistance, flipped into support. This is why we keep our lines in on our chart, because they do tend to come back round and be useful information. You can see here we perfectly come back down looking for support after we lost off 20 moving average here. So we come down to that previous level of resistance here, find it as support, and what do you know, we get the bounce, and it looks as though we are, we're stuck under another resistance as well, aren't we? Looking something like this as well, and potentially, forming some kind of flag like this, at least on a smaller micro-ish time frame like this, maybe coiling up for another move to the upside or the downside. But for now, it looks as though we are getting that bounce on that previous level of resistance flipped into support, which is really good to see, and exceptionally bullish, to be honest, because it shows that this level is a very, very good level of confluence. Support flipped into resistance, flipped into support is obviously very bullish as well. And if we do get that bounce here, which we have had for a few times now, this has been retested, we could be looking at a very, very nice move to the upside, basically. Very, very good bounce to the upside. And you can see, obviously, we drew in this other trend line as well, looking something like this that does look as though it's getting respected. We have got the bounce here, the bounce here, and we have had 2 bounces here now as well, so potentially forming another, maybe an even more steep kind of trend, looking something like this. Obviously, if we draw this in as well, you could see there could potentially be some confluence for this as well, where we formed another kind of channel, an even steeper channel, looking something like this: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And if we do get that bounce back to the top of the channel again, we could be looking at a very, very nice next target for Quant, if that's the case, coming back up towards the top of the channel. And also, if we just throw on our fib extensions as well, we can get an idea of some of these potential targets that you can see there. If this is the channel and this does get respected, and we come up to some fib targets, you can see getting towards the top of the channel here. If I can actually not undo my fib extension, that would be good. You can see here, we could come up all the way up to around, we're coming up into some very nice price targets indeed, obviously breaking that previous all-time high. We've got some nice price targets up to around $500, up to around almost $600 on the 161 here, and then obviously if we do hit that 227 on the next run, that's a massive $800 for Quant on the next move, which could be, absolutely insane, basically. And we do think Quant, the way that it's going and the way that it's moving, we could be looking at well over $1,000 in our opinion per token, which seems kind of crazy. That's only around a 3x from the current price. And considering it was around $23 in May when we had that crash, and it's essentially done, what is this, almost a 20x in that time. And considering how bullish Quant is, it's got all this fundamental news coming as well. We do think basically it's performing very well, isn't it? And you can see from this chart that it's respecting loads of key levels. So short-term price predictions then, if we do roll over again, you probably expect this 0.23 fib retracement here to hold at around that $300 level. And if we do roll over again and retest these lows at around $260, we probably expect that to be a double bottom of sorts like this, and then get that bounce to the upside. And then if we do start to move to the upside again, we're probably looking at coming up to around that 0.618 as our first target, around $350, back to the all-time high at 430, and then maybe making our way up to some of these targets we've been talking about. Basically, by the end of the bull run, we do strongly think Quant over $1,000 seems quite likely. Market cap is still fairly low considering what they're offering, and with the way that the circulating supply is just going down, it's probably going to do very, very well, at least $1,000 in our opinion. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.